So in YouTube, you mentioned YouTube analytics. What all do you check in YouTube analytics?
Okay, so the first two very important things for YouTube is first thing is the click-through rate, CTR of the thumbnail, right? So if you want to check a channel how it's performing, you need to check its CTR first. If people are not clicking on your videos, there is no point of that particular video, right? So CTR becomes very important. So in first go, I check the CTR.
In a layman terms, what is a CTR? Without going into the definition of it, what exactly is CTR to someone who is not a YouTuber?
Okay,
And what is a good CTR? Both the things.
all right. So the click-through rate is basically if 100 people saw your video, right?
Hmm.
Your video appeared in 100 screens and 10 people click to your video. So your CTR is basically 10%, right? Number of people who are clicking to your videos is called the CTR percentage,
Hmm.
right? And a good CTR varies for different people.
Hmm.
If you have a very small channel, your CTR can be very high. So say 10%, 12%, 14%, right? But if you have a big channel, then the CTR is mainly low. So 5%, 6%, 7%. And it's a good CTR, right? So you do not need to target 40% CTR. It's not achievable. You may achieve for a video, but not it's not sustainable at all.
So CTR is one parameter. Apart from CTR,
Yeah, the second parameter is average view duration or the retention graph, right? So these two things
so
are totally
when
different.
you say average view duration and retention graph, so do the channel owners share with you the data in the raw form, or they do some kind of a manipulation on the data, or you have access to their analytics, complete access?
So I have complete access to their analytics. So once we close our deal, so they share their manager access to me. So I can manage their channel. I can put title on their behalf. I can optimize their description. I can add tags. Basically, I can manipulate the channel. So I have that
So,
access.
okay, so let's understand this. CTR is one parameter,
Yeah.
then average view duration is a parameter,
Yes.
and related to that, there is the retention graph.
Right.
Right. These are the only three things which you look for, or there are other things as well.
Initially, these are the very important things for me, but there are a lot in the YouTube thing, right? When your audience is active, so it's become important because if you're uploading at a particular time when your audience is not active on YouTube,
Hmm.
you won't get clicks. Then your video won't get a lot of
But
impressions at that time.
but I want to understand more in the perspective of long-term growth,
Okay.
as in let's say 2 3 years. Because if I upload a video which is not related to news, it's related to a concept or some kind of a knowledge. So generally these things are kind of evergreen. It's not dependent upon the year in which I upload it.
Yes.
It's dependent on when the person wants to know about something, he will search for you, or maybe he's searching for other things and it's a related topic,
Yeah.
and YouTube suggests this content.
Correct.
So what I'm trying to understand more is from the perspective of long-term potential of a video.
Okay. So it is a search-based video or a
Hmm.
browse-based video. Okay.
Hmm.
So, for example, Mr. Beast,
Hmm.
he has only browse-based videos. So
Okay.
nobody search $1 hotel versus $1 million hotel.
Hmm.
So it's a browse-based channel, right? People it just appear in front of people and they click and they watch it. Okay. So if
Okay.
you're targeting a long form video and for a longer duration, go for the search, I would say, right? Because if you're making videos that is evergreen video,
Hmm.
the chances is very high that
Hmm.
people search about that particular video.
Hmm.
So if I have to learn about microeconomics concept, so
Hmm.
I go on YouTube and I search for especially microeconomics topic, then
Hmm.
I watch that particular video.
Okay.
So if you're playing a longer game, make search this channel.
Okay. One thing here is search-based content. Then when let's say I want to target browse-based content.
Okay.
So how do you target that?
So if you want to target browse-based audience, you will have to make some generic topic that target a wider audience.
Hmm.
Okay? Because people are not going to search for your videos.
Hmm.
Give them a good hook in your thumbnail, in your title,
Hmm.
that is needed, and that is not needed in search-based channel.
I want to understand more about search based content.
Okay.
So, when we are thinking of search based content, So that in two ways people can search you. They can search you through Google or they can search you through YouTube.
Right.
Now, generally what happens is when people search on Google, a lot of times people would not like to click on the video.
Correct.
And when people search on YouTube, obviously they will like to click on the video because that's where they are.
Yeah.
So, does the CTR also get affected by that Google search in which the person did not click my video?
Actually, at this point of time, YouTube does not show the deep data that it's affected or not.
Hmm.
There is no clear data about the CTR, how you are getting the clicks. The
Hmm.
data is mainly about how your traffic comes, right?
Okay.
So it's not clear enough to tell that CTR being affected by the Google search or not. Actually, it's not, I think,
Okay.
because that doesn't count as an impression.
Okay. Okay. So, when we are mentioning about search-based content and browse-based content, and you said that browse-based content is generic in nature. So, how many channels you're working for as of now? And can you tell me a split of percentage of search-based content and percentage of generic content in those channels?
So most of the channels work on a browse based thing
Hmm.
at this moment because I'm managing a podcast channel. So
Hmm.
all the podcasts are browse based, nothing
Hmm.
is search based, right?
Hmm.
Then I manage some educational channels too.
Hmm.
So these channels are totally search based channels.
Okay.
Nobody sees the an educational content randomly,
Hmm.
right? So there is a 50-50 percentage I would say